Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to I'm Blessed Tarot. How are you guys? Welcome, welcome. We're going to channel some spirit messages from Shaman's Oracle. Let's get on this. Let's get on with this. Whoa! Haven't even shuffled yet. The cards are talking. I've pre-shuffled these guys. I shuffle quite a bit before I come online. So I want you to know that. Yeah. Angels of Most High, Angels of Most High, please give us the most accurate reading for ascension, for healing, for peace, for clarity. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? Okay. Angels of Most High. How are you guys? Hope you guys are feeling blessed and not stressed. And if you're feeling stressed, I am here. And hopefully we receive clarity and answers so we can get on with it. Onto the higher energies, onto the higher healing, onto the peace and love. Yeah, I see some beautiful cards. I'm gonna pull one more card. And more if we need to, if I feel. Yes, yes. I'm not surprised this came out. I'm a very intuitive reader, guys, so don't get caught up on my different styles of reading. I follow what I feel called to. Every day it's a different energy. Every day more and more collectives tuning in, and I tap in different way. So, yeah. First breath, beginner's mind, followed by teachability, horn cactus, resources, ego sublimation, ancestral wisdom, stranger's curiosity, disowned self, the root girl, the crossing, the initiation, moon maiden, new beginnings, and repairing the wheel, forgiveness. Just give me 1 second as I pick up the energy in here that I see. You could be seeing a lot of 222s, a lot of 4s, also a lot of 5s. Yeah. 555, 444, 144, 1044. Yeah, so with the beginner's mind, the first breath, it's amazing that this is our first card, and way before what I get here, the message for my blessed collective, my chosen ones on your spiritual journey is divine spirit calling us to have an open mind. Have an open mind of where inspiration comes from, where guidance comes from, where our knowledge comes from, and the new things that we are learning. To look at things as if you're looking at them for the first time. 414 could be significant. I just saw that. Like the mind of a child, right? Because a lot of times we think we know things, and we size them up, but it is not really us. It is our subconscious sizing things up. And evolutionarily speaking, this is for our benefits, right? For to know when situations are dangerous, to know when situations are for our benefit, to know when situations are not good for us. It is our internal system, our ego, our ego, our subconscious tries to protect us at all times, right? And we start to see the world around us with these glasses on, with these glasses of preconceived notions based on our past experiences, which is helpful, but at some point during our healing and ascension process, during our awakening process, it hinders us, it blocks us. The subconscious blocks us from seeing things from new perspective, from seeing solutions from new perspective. So this is divine calling us to, asking us to look at things from new set of eyes, to be open to lessons and guidance, teachability, right? To become hollow of everything that we have believed about ourselves, or who we are, where we come from, things that we have been through in the past. If you've noticed, a lot of empaths, a lot of us often get stuck in our past hurts and past pains, where people took advantages of, misused our kindness, misused our vulnerability against us, right? And this creates memories and imprints in our subconscious, makes us shy away from certain new opportunities, certain new pathways, certain new messages and guidance coming from different resources, right? It could come from anywhere. It could come from animals around us. It could come from nature. It could come from events. It could come from readings like this. It could come from new experiences, new people, right? So the message here is to develop an open mind, an open perspective, to know that we often 99% of the time operate from subconscious beliefs, and to know that you are going through this inner healing, inner deep changes where your ego, a lot of about ourselves, our self-identity is coming to surface, our self-beliefs, our self-identity, people we associate with, socioeconomic group that we associate with, what we believe is possible for us, not possible. It's based on where we grew up, how we grew up, what we have been taught, all the information we have been fed about ourselves, right? What I see here is a very, very clear message for all of us, is that to develop a childlike mind. When you look at bird, don't assume it's a bird. Look at it from the new perspective. This is just an example, to convey my message. To look at from new perspective, right? Imagine if nobody told you that thing flying in the sky is a bird. Imagine as a baby and no one told you this. The language didn't exist. What would you make of it then? I would look at it as this beautiful supernatural being that chimes at certain frequency, at certain pitch, that produces tune, is a musical, that has wings, and it's able to traverse in a different dimension that I can't, right? So this is just an example of becoming a hollow bone, so that the divine flute, the divine guidance, the divine knowledge can come through, right? Can come through, not filtered through our experiences, not filtered through our subconscious beliefs, which blocks the lessons and teaching and messages. Horn resources. When you do this, when you look at things around you from new perspective, and you open yourself up to options and things around you, it will give you access to the resources that are deep within us. The bountiful, right? The cactus, it's in a barren land where every creature is parched. But cactus is stoic, it's calm, it's not panicking, it's not running around. It has developed roots deep into the ground, where what is happening on the surface, yes, it affects us, but not to the level that it does everything around it, right? It is able to draw nutrition the things that it needs for survival, for growth, for expansion, deep from within the earth, from the core. Because it has done the work to dig deeper its roots, to go deeper than what the surface is showing or what's available for you. And it draws the resources, the nutrients that it needs from that depth within itself. So this is a message for us that we have infinite resources, we have infinite knowledge, we have access to infinite guidance and infinite inspirations, right? Within us. And there is no reason to feel like you don't have enough. There is no reason to feel that you don't have resources or means of getting guidance and inspiration. You have it within you. You have access to the infinite wisdom within you. Find the time to dig deeper, to reach within. This is also a message. I'll talk a little bit longer about this. This is also a message that don't get so shaken up by things that are happening in the world around us. There's a lot of things that are happening, a lot of changes, which could make us feel unsettled, unsure, uncertain, right? Infinite intelligence is calling us, the source, the mother God, the father God, is calling us to find the stability within us, to find that groundedness within us, where we know we are connected to the divine, we are part of the plan, we are here for a reason. Yes, a lot of things are changing, but we are one of those few collectives that has the wisdom, that are here watching this reading, receiving this guidance, because source wants you to get this guidance, right? So to find your groundedness, and that happens when you allow the guidance to come in, right? When you allow the guidance to come in. Ego sublimation follows very beautifully next to that with the ancestral wisdom, because this is going to help you let go of restrictions that you feel around you. When you dig deeper and you find the truth of who you are, why are you going through these changes, all the changes that are happening in the world, and how it makes us feel like we're in the uncertain times, uncertain ground. When you dig deeper and you find your roots, your deep roots, my blessed collective, my chosen collective, right? We are one of the few ones that has this ability to find this groundedness, which is going to help us free ourselves from our ego, which is going to sublimate our ego. What is our ego? Ego is everything we identify ourselves with, right? I am so and so, my status is so and so, and we do that because we want to be perceived a certain way. We want people to look at us a certain way. We want to be accepted a certain way. When we loosen this grip on our ego, when we settle down and when we sit down and we try to let go, at least loosen the grips from who we believe who we are, right? I'm a woman, I'm in my, late 30s, I'm so and so, I'm certain socioeconomic group, I'm a leader, I'm so and so, I'm a chosen. All of these are ego. All of this is our ego trying to identify ourselves, to figure out who we are. But the truth is, this wisdom that is deep within us, the wisdom of our ancestors, the wisdom of our ascended masters, the wisdom of the infinite wisdom that is here for us, right? My starseed chosen blessed family, you are infinite. You have access to this infinite wisdom. You go beyond time, space, realities, and realms, and you have ability to tap into. You have the ability to tap into otherworldly inspirations and guidance, because your soul has been many, many, many times, over many, many realms, over many, many lifetimes, right? You are this wise soul, and you have this infinite wisdom from the source of life, to receive your guidance, to receive your resource, to receive your inspiration, your ideas, your what you need, your knowledge, what you need. You have this access, and it comes naturally. It will come naturally when we loosen the grip on the ego, right? The more chaos that's happening outside, the more our ego wants to grab. And it's so intentional. Everything that is happening right now is so intentional. The fear, the chaos, the uncertainty, the mix of messages, the separation of everything. There's separation happening on all levels in the world. It's very strategic. It is to keep us in this ego, right? To stop us from, but you can always develop a safe space within yourself, a safe space by yourself for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes, for 8 minutes, to connect with that part of yourself that is infinite, that is timeless, that is beyond this life and birth cycle, right? And you have this ability. Know that you are not just limited to here and now. I also want to say, with this ancestral wisdom, is you have the wisdom of your spirit guides, of your angels, of your source, of your ancestors within you. It is in your DNA, and you have ability to tap into it, and you have ability to harness that energy, that guidance from within you. If you are feeling uncertain because of this changing times, Spirit is calling us to find our root, to find who you are at the core, to know who you are at the core, to know who you are at the core, right? To know who you are at the core. You are this beautiful, subliminal being with the power of channeling the energy from the source, from the universe, to receive the guidance, to receive the wisdom in your dream state, in your meditative state, in your silent, quiet state, in your state when you let go of your belief of who you are and what you came here to do and what's capable for you and what you're capable of bringing forth. You are an infinite being. You are an infinite being. Stranger curiosity. Yeah. To have this curious mind, to look at things from new perspective. Now you know you're chosen, you're loved, you're blessed, you're in your aligned path, and you most definitely are. You're here watching this reading. You most definitely are. You're in the right place at the right time, always in the right place at the right time. So to know that divine has its hand in what's happening right now, that you're taken care of, that you are carried, okay? And to give yourself this chance, this permission to detach a little bit from fear of uncertainty, from not knowing all the answers. We don't know all the answers, and that is part of the divine plan, because if we knew all the answers, sometimes that brings a block, right? Like a couple of years ago in my meditation, I saw myself being a successful entrepreneur in a certain specific field. And I got stuck in there instead of just taking 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step. All of a sudden you see step 100 and you stop looking at step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And you get overwhelmed by trying to get to that 100, right? That's just an example for you guys. So yeah, to have this curious mind, to look at things from curiosity, to not look at things from our past experiences, from those glasses of our subconscious mind, We look at everything through our subconscious mind, the way we judge things around us, the way we separate ourselves from things around us that we don't like, that we dislike, right? And we all do that. I do that too. It's completely natural. But it's having that wisdom to bring that thought in your mind every so often to realize, hey, yeah, I'm doing that again. Hey, I'm judging things when everything that is in my surrounding is a reflection of my inner world, right? And this happens from parts of ourselves that were hurt, that were violated, that were abused, that were used, that were misused, right? Our innocence. Confirmation, yeah. This comes from a place of survival, and we all inherently have that, right? But it's also our primitive brain where this part of us was very much needed when we were in the wild and we needed it for survival, but you're no longer in the wild. And the thing is, this is blocking the ascension. This is blocking you from releasing yourself from past experiences, from past narrative of who you are. You are no longer that. You are being reborn. And yes, you can learn from it to develop boundaries for yourself, boundaries that what's acceptable to you, the kind of people that you want in your life and don't want, the kind of experiences you're open to welcoming and you don't want, right? It's nice to have that discernment, but to not let that control you, or to not let that narrate the world around you, right? I can't believe we're already at 21 minutes. Like, the time is just, to me, it feels like it's been maybe 5-7 minutes. This is also a message to know that a lot of these things are coming to the surface for my collective, for all the blessed collective, for all the starseed chosen, my family, right? This is coming to surface for us. The past pains, the past regrets, the past, right? Like, she has thorns all over her, right? And that's our mind space, full of hurt, full of thorns, which is stopping from new growth, from budding, right? Which is stopping her because she's stuck, stopping her from growing. She's stuck in this lower chakra, root chakra. The need for survival, the need to find stability, the need to find security. To those of you who are not very familiar with chakra, everything starts with root chakra. A lot of us with New Age spirituality, we are tapping into our crown chakra with meditation, with manifestations. But the thing is, you're starting at the top when you have not done work in the beginning, right? You have not taken step 1, but you're trying to step into step 8. And a lot of chosen ones who are trying to manifest, and they believe they have the power, and you do have power, but you need to follow the certain pathway, right? The way root chakra is explained, the way I will explain to you, is like a river flowing, the river of inspiration, the river of energy, the life force energy. The reason why a lot of people are stuck in sexual energy, high sex drive with the media, is because that's what's being fed to us, right? Red color, fast foods. We are kept in root chakra intentionally. The fear, the uncertainty, the lack of security keeps us in root chakra. Why? Because the damp of inspiration, that damp of energy flow, the ability to bring that energy higher is blocked right here, right? I hope you guys understand. So there is a block in energy which is stopping your manifestation, which is stopping your growth. So heal this part, clear this part, find security, find stability, to give yourself that, to know who you are. You're no longer that little child that was hurt, that was put in situation that kept you limited, that undermined your ability, or undermine your talent, undermine what you have to say, undermine what gifts you have to bring to this world. You're no longer that child. That is imprinted on your subconscious, right? One of the ways to reprint on our subconscious is through affirmations, right? Repeat it. If that's what it takes to make you feel like you're loved, that you're worthy, that you're prosperous, that you're abundant, that you have access to infinite love, infinite guidance, infinite abundance, work on it. Reprint your mind, right? Listen to it when your mind is in theta waves. Listen to it when just before going to sleep, when you're in between falling asleep and wake. Listen to it right when you wake up, 20 minutes right after you wake up, right? You reprint your subconscious that way. When you feel you're secure, you're safe, then your energy goes to sacral chakra. That river has to flow a certain way. Understand? The river has to flow a certain way. The river of energy, the river of creation, the river of inspiration and ideas, the river of manifestation. Root chakra is very important to heal. You are not going to be able to manifest a single thing if you are not feeling secure, because the energy is blocked and trapped here. And it is so very much intentional. The way everything around us, the world, it keeps us here. Okay? So when you feel your root chakra is healed, you will notice that you're no longer staying on this level of seeing the world just from this perspective, from the from lower vibrational perspective. Jealousy, envy, fear, anger, repressed emotions, feeling of lack, feeling of unworthiness, feeling of fear, feeling of jealousy, feeling of high sex. All of these are root chakra energy. When you heal this and you give all of that thing to yourself, reassurance, knowing you are worthy, you don't need to compete. What you have to bring to the world is completely unique, right? And know you're blessed, and what you have to bring here is so very much needed. It is a gift given only to you, and the whole world needs it, right? When you do that, then the energy comes in sacral chakra, where you start manifesting and creating and finding inspiration. Then the energy comes in solar plexus chakra, where you feel confident and courageous, and you don't feel the fear to put yourself out there. You don't fear about self-judgment, because you heal that part of you, the part that was judged when you were a kid. Then the energy comes in your heart chakra, where you have access to infinite wisdom, infinite knowledge. Then the energy comes in your throat chakra, where you're able to talk about it, bring forth and manifest in your life what you want, right? Then the energy comes in your third eye chakra, where you're able to see who you are. You're able to see your infiniteness, right? Then the energy comes in your crown chakra, where you realize who you are and the power that you hold. At that point, you become completely, like you come into your God power that is within you, right? So root chakra is, take time to heal it, nurture yourself, nurture that inner child within you, right? All of these thorns are here because of the beautiful roses that you are able to birth, that you're able to bring forth, right? So own them, don't disown them, love them. Every single thing that you went through, all these thorns are part of you. They are necessary, they're important, they are very much beloved to you, right? Every single part of you is very much beloved, very much, all the good, all the bad. Thorns are needed so the roses that you birth are protected, right? You are being initiated. This is how you become limitless. You're crossing that bridge between here and the infinite, right? Walking the pathless path, crossing the gateless gate, which only happens within ourselves. which only happens within ourselves. So a lot of us, a lot of our unhealed traumas, wounds, relationships, karmic patterns are coming up to the surface. Things that happened to us in childhood, sometimes even past life, sometimes even generational things that has been carried on through your family generations. They're all coming up so that you can feel them and release them. Love all of it and release them. It has made you who you are. It has brought you right here in this very moment. Embrace them, love them, every single part of you, and release them. Release them so that your ego is healed. So you're no longer working from the limited resources that you feel you have around you. So that you become free of self-judgment, self-criticism, self-limitations, and you allow the divine fluid, the divine inspiration, the divine ideas, the divine abundance, the divine guidance to come through. Becoming hollow of our past experiences by loving, by embracing, by releasing, so you can cross that path where divine is waiting for us, right? Where your whole soul family is waiting, where we're all here guiding each other. And this is bringing you a completely whole new beginning. This is such a divinely guided reading. We're all meant to see this right now. New moon maiden, new beginnings, right? Rediscovering yourself, being reborn as this ethereal self that you are, where you're receiving the guidance from the emotions, the deep emotions within your heart space, from the love, the infinite love that is around us. You know, I believe that divine is all around us. It's just that we can't see it with our two naked eyes, with our limited senses, limited 5 senses that we have. I believe we are in a water, a kind of water that we can't see with our limited sense that we have. And this water is flowing all around us all the time. We are like a fish in the water. Does a fish know that it's in the water? No. That's how it's born. It just floats through it. It just moves through it. And we're exactly like that. Okay? We are in the divine waters, in the ethers. We are in black matter that we cannot see, the dark matter. The reason I don't know why they call it dark matter, possibly because we can't see it, touch it, feel it, sense it, capture it, right? So, but this dark water is what infinite is. It is everywhere. Okay? When you calm down and you find a quiet space and time, imagine you're swimming in this water of infinite abundance, guidance, love, source, and take a deep breath as if you're inhaling all of this guidance, love, right? And you have access to it. You have access to it all the time. Now, sit down with an intention of what you want. Do you want nurturing for heart? Then imagine yourself taking that in, breathing it in. It's available to you. That's how it is, right? Taking what you need. You have that capabilities. You have that power. Yeah. 333 could be significance. I'm just seeing that right now. That's a number for mind, body, and spirit. That is number for infinite source for me. And this is repairing you, all your generational traumas, repairing your family bloodline, repairing all your past lives, karmic connections, karma, being completely reborn. This is, healing that DNA signature, right? Being reborn. This is divine love coming and weaving its way. The divine love coming and weaving its way, right? This is also like Kundalini rising, healing, releasing from that base root chakra, that energy, and being reborn again, being transformed, and realizing who you are, and where you are, right? Realizing who you are and where you are and what connections you have, right? As above, so below. As within, so without, right? uh, yeah. This card is always very sweet to me because it just feels so great, and I feel like this is divine viewing its love, right? Through all the generations, through all our past lives, our soul being healed, our soul being repaired, our soul realizing going home to the infinite source, to the beloved. Yeah. And this will help you release and forgive. You will no longer identify with this hurt person, with this limited person, because now you've tapped in and you've learned how to calm down your ego when it needed, so that you can receive your guidance, so you can receive your guidance and inspiration, so you can receive your wisdom, right? And you can have it healed ego, where it's a healthy ego, where it helps you bring forth the gifts that are necessary, right? No longer from this place. See how we went from all thorns and barren and isolation to light and healing and love and guidance, right? To abundance, to warmth. How we went from this. And sometimes our ego is trying to help us. Yes, it is protecting us, our subconscious beliefs, but sometimes it blocks us from progressing, from ascending, from rising. That's what I see. This is also energy of, relaxing, loving yourself, nurturing that part of you that did not receive the nurturing, that guidance, giving yourself permission to be vulnerable in your space, around your collective, to receive this wisdom, right? To giving yourself time, space, love, nurturing necessary to calm your fear of uncertainty, so that you can relax your ego, so that you can tap into that ancestral wisdom. Yeah. I think I want to stop there. I think that was very concise reading. Yeah. I was about to pull a card, but I feel we don't need to. So if this resonates with you, like, subscribe, help this channel grow, help our channel grow, help bring more our collective, our more blessed family, to this collective, so we can all grow and heal. You're not alone. You are most definitely not alone here. Please always remember that. And I love you guys very much. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.